Alright, today I wanted to bring you guys a different sort of concept of video. I've been playing a lot of GTA lately, and as some of you may or may not know, I joined a racing crew called Sector 3 Racing. Leave the channel in the description, you guys can go check that out. But what I've had to do because I'm in a racing crew is to upgrade my garages, and I've bought a lot of cars, I've sold a lot of cars. So I kind of wanted to show off, sort of like give you guys a garage showcase. I got 3 garages, two of them are full. One of them, the garage I'm in now, isn't full. I still got a floor left in my CEO garage. But I just kind of wanted to use this video to show off some of my cars and to give you guys some tips if you want to be competitive in racing. So this is my CEO garage. This is the first floor of it. And this first car I have here is the Brioso RA. It is the best car in the compacts class. And it doesn't cost that much. It's around 100, I think 170K. Check that number. Yeah, right here, $155,000, and then around, I want to say anywhere in between 50 to 100K in upgrades to get this thing in the shape it needs to be for racing. It's a very cheap car. If you want to be competitive in compact races, then you're gonna want to get this car. The next car I have here is the Roosevelt Valor, I think it's called. And this is just a car I got off the wheel, or my friend got off the wheel for me in the casino. I don't really use it too often. It's just, I just have it as a meme, you know, upgraded it, put some stupid stuff on it like this right here. And it's just, I have a lot of these cars where it's just, I own the car, but I don't drive them as like it's like a meme car sort of, but it's just something I have that I can show off. My next car, or my next vehicle here, is the Baddy 801RR. This bike is $15,000, and it's the thing that I use for time trials a lot and motorcycle races. It is very competitive. It doesn't cost a lot. Upgrades are especially cheap because it's a motorcycle. And, you know, if you want to do time trials, you want to be competitive in motorcycle races, I recommend getting this. Either this or the Hakucho Drag. The drag is better in terms of speed, but this can corner a lot better, so I recommend getting this. Yeah, that's it for this. Next car here is just an absolute piece of shit. I hate this fucking car. My friend got it off the wheel using off the mystery section of the wheel, and it's the Ballista Compact. Yeah, Dinka Ballista Compact. This thing is just so bad. It doesn't turn, it's not fast, and honestly, if you can avoid buying this car, that would be fantastic, because this car is just absolutely garbage. Next car here I have is the Grotti Furia. In everything other than top speed, it kind of lacks in the supercar category compared to the Krieger. But honestly, it's just a cool car to have. My friend got this off the casino wheel for me. And, you know, sometimes I use it in races if I'm not going up against, like, other competitive cars like Kriegers or Amarises or some shit like that. But if it's, like, all stock cars, like the non-customs, I'll use this Furia. But other than that, I'll use something else if it's a competitive race. And this last car here I have is the Coquette Classic. It's just like a passion project sort of car. I just have it. You know, I get them for free because I have the Criminal Enterprise edition of the game that I got on sale. And, you know, I just have it to have it. All right, I got one more floor in this garage to show you guys, and then we are going to move on to the garage that is by my apartment across the street. So on to the second floor. The first car we have here is just another one of those meme cars like the Roosevelt. It's the Cheburek, I think it's called. And I wanted to have this as soon as I watched it. I watched a video on YouTube about like the top 5 most customizable cars, and I saw this and saw you could put cardboard skirts and fenders and just everything cardboard on it. So I just wanted to make it look like the shittiest car possible just for a meme, and I think it came out pretty good. I mean, I wish more cars were added like this. We could have like cardboard shit on it. I feel like it would be a cool thing for like the car guys at GTA, just kind of like make cars like this, because this is honestly really fun trying to make this car look super shitty and like ghetto. But or not ghetto. I don't know what to describe this other than shitty, you know. And then the next car I got here is the Morgan. I got this off the casino wheel, I think a week or two ago. It's an all-electric sports car. Yeah, it's a sports car. And honestly, other than the acceleration, I wouldn't use this in any races. I mean, if it's the only thing you got, then use it. But the acceleration is top-notch, but the top speed doesn't compare to the Italy GTO and everything else in the sports class. So I wouldn't recommend using this for races. So this is just something I have, you know, just to show off. I thought it looked really cool with this livery on it. So I kept it. That's about it. Next car, the Turismo Classic. This is one of the best cars in the Sports Classics class. It's $750,000 on Legendary Motorsport. Honestly, this and the upgrades costs about $900K, maybe a bit more. But if you want to be competitive in races with the Sports Classics class, you're going to want to get either this car or the Cheetah Classic. But I like this car better because I just think it looks cooler. I love retro supercars like this. And just how it looks is just so cool. And then next car is probably my favorite car that they've added in the entire game. The Prosian PR4. My friend spent a few hours doing a wheel glitch to get this car. I'll leave his channel in the description too, so you can go sub to him. Just say thanks for getting me this fucking beautiful ass machine. So as of now, there's only one set of races that's not in the creator for this car, the Open Wheel Series, and I am top 250 in the world, I want to say, for these races. I was top 50 at one time, but then a bunch of people came that were better than me, and now I'm only top 250. But this car is probably, like I said, my favorite addition to this game since the Hot Ring Saber, because it kind of tailors to the racing community of this game, which is something I am passionate about. Because, you know, I'm in a racing crew. I love racing in this game. It's so fun. And this just, it blew my mind when I first saw they were adding it. But if they add more shit like this that's tailored to the racing community instead of, like, you know, the shooting and, like, all the gun community of this game, like the whole other side of it, then I'll be excited. Because I'm so excited to see where this class will go and what cars they will add. It's just, I'm looking forward to racing in this class from this point on. And finally, in this garage, we have my Armored Kuruma. And I just decided, fuck it, I'm going to buy an Armored Kuruma, make it chrome. This is going to be my heist and mission vehicle, you know, throw some obnoxious fucking wing on it. All the upgrades. It's just an Armored Kuruma. I forgot to mention something. All of these cars that I have here, downstairs, they are all fully upgraded, EMS4, turbo, just any sort of upgrade you can have, they're fully upgraded. And I'm pretty sure my garage value as of now is upwards of $27 million, just because of all the upgrades and just all the expensive cars I have. You know, not the flex or anything, but just for future reference, all these cars are fully upgraded to, like, their best specs. So now we are across the street in my house garage, my apartment garage, and the first car I want to get to is probably my most expensive car that I've bought, not won. It's the Krieger, and it cost $2.8 million just to buy, and then I upgraded it, EMS4, turbo, race transmission, just everything that I could have put on it. It's on it so I could be competitive in supercars races. This car is the best car in the Supers class, and I do recommend buying it. If you have the money, if you can afford it, buy this if you want to be competitive in supercars class races. It's worth the investment. This thing is fast as hell. I'll take this car to my other garage, which is by the airport, which is the last garage we're going to get to. I will take this and I will drive it just to show you how fucking good this thing is. Then across from it is the Stromberg. It's the vehicle. It's got missiles and guns on the front. I won this off the casino wheel a long time ago. Decided, hey, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna throw upgrades on it, and I haven't used it since. So it sits in my garage. I don't use it. I don't grief people. I don't have to defend myself that often because I'm usually just in public, private lobbies with my friends doing heist missions. So I don't really use this a lot, but you know, it's always nice to have it just in case. And then back across the way in this aisle, this is the best car in the off-roads class. Is the Camacho, and this thing doesn't cost too much. I think it's $345,000. But if you want to be competitive in the off-road class, you're gonna need to get this car. It is the best, like I said, the best car in the off-roads class in terms of speed and lap time. And it's just, if you want to be competitive, you got to get this thing. It's fast. It's fast and it's fun to drive, easy to handle. It's just overall a good vehicle. Then across from it is another, like the Cockett Classic, a passion project. Then it's a Slam Van Custom, brought it to Benny's, put the upgrades on it. And the story behind this was I bought a Slam Van just to have like an old truck because I love the look of these things. They just look so cool to me. And I saw you could bring it to Benny's and upgrade it, so I did. And this is what came out of it. It might look like a piece of shit to you guys. It's nothing too special, but I love this thing. It has no rear grip whatsoever, which just makes it fun because like I don't use it in races, so this is just to drive around and flex it, and I love it for that. Then across the aisle, this was my main heist vehicle before I bought the Armored Kuruma. It is a Vapid Kakara 4x4. I like to call it the Compensatorinator because of the lifted truck look. You know, you might see these things tailgating you down the highway when you're doing 30 over the speed limit. But honestly, this is just a cool thing to have. It's a 4-seater, so I can fit all my friends in it. We can do missions in it, and that basically was all it was good for. And across from it, speaking of Sector 3, this is the car I compete in for a rallycross championship we have, called the ARC. And currently this car is serving me very well in that competition. Out of the, like, I think 11 people that are competing, I'm in the top 5. I'm in the top 5. So this thing is obviously done me very well. Acceleration is good. It isn't really fast on the dirt, but the acceleration is what really gets me. It's just so fast, and it kind of resembles, I'm sorry if I trigger all the car guys here, but it kind of resembles an older style Skyline. And I just really love those cars. I love GTRs in general. And, oh my god. I really like the look of the Skylines. I love GTRs in general. And yeah, that's it for this car. And then across the way back here is the Jester Classic. I got off the casino wheel a long time ago, you know, back in the summer when the casino was new. And honestly, this is another one of those cars that I don't race, but I just have. You know, if I want to go around and I want to drive around in it, it's there. And no, that's about it. Just a car that I have. It kind of looks like a Supra. That's the reason why I was so excited when I got it, because it resembles a Supra. And I love Supras because I'm a fucking normie car guy. And that's about it. Across from it, this is the car I use in muscle car races. I don't really have that much research into what's good and what's not in the muscle series, but this is the car I use. It's done me well. I've won a lot of races in it, and that's about it. It's a Redwood Gauntlet. It's just a decent car overall. The only thing I will say about this car is that the rear grip is not that high, so it does get loose very often. So I recommend really not using this for tracks with a lot of corners, but if you have a lot of tracks that are straight lines and, you know, kind of sweeping corners, not like super sharp corners, then I will recommend using this. And it takes a lot. Another thing, if you are going to use it in tracks or super sharp corners that you take out of high speeds, then you're going to need a lot of skill to drive this car because the back end gets away from you so much. that it's kind of hard to control at times. Then across the way here, this is the car I use for the sports class races. It is just a normal Jester. Usually people will use the Italy GTO for sports races, but I use this thing. I love this thing. It's fast. It looks pretty cool, and you know it's won me races. So that's about all I can say for that. It's just as long as you have some sort of skill and you know the tracks you're driving, you'll be able to beat the Italy GTO in this Jester. And this thing is not expensive at all. It's like 300K compared to the 1.8 million dollars of the Italy GTO is. So this game's not totally pay to win in the race section, but you know you're gonna need skill if you want to beat those people who just buy shark cards and get Italy GTOs all the time. And then finally, the last car in this garage is a Gauntlet Classic. I got off the Casino Wheel. There's really nothing to say about this car other than it's the same deal as the Slam Van and my Coquette. It's just a passion project sort of thing. I want to make it look cool. I wanted it to resemble the old cars that raced in like Daytona back in the day, except it's got the motor hanging out of here, but or it's got the intake hanging out. But that's about it for that. Now we're gonna hop in my Krieger, and we're gonna drive over to my garage by the airport for the last part of this video. So here we are at the last garage of the video. It's the third out of 3 garages that I own, and this garage, you can tell it's just full of vehicles I really don't use. I stowed them away in here because, you know, it's just, like I said, cars that I don't use but I still want to have just in case I want to show them off. First car here, the Comet Safari. Got it off the Casino Wheel. Don't use it because of the stupid low camera angle it has. But it is very fast, and sometimes I do use it if I'm doing a mission or something and I need to go over some like light off-road terrain, because because this thing's so fast. Second vehicle that I have here is it's a Weasel News van. You know, I upgraded the thing. I put some cash money wheels on it, and if I get in it, I do have red neon under it. Yeah, right there. You can see the red neon there. I pimped this thing out, EMS4, put everything on it. It's just a mean vehicle I have. Sometimes me and my friends, we all have Weasel News vans, and sometimes we just go out and we just terrorize people in public sessions with Weasel News van, just following them around in game chat, just asking them questions and shit. It's super fucking funny. And this Sanchez, nothing special. Just want a dirt bike, 7K. Fuck it. I'm a fucking multimillionaire in this game, so just said fuck it. I want a Sanchez, and I bought it. The next vehicle here is a Click, I think it's called. I got it off the Casino Wheel again. Just another car that I have that I'm not going to use. Got some cash money wheels on it. Made of all white paint. Just something that I can bring to car meets. Sometimes I'll bring this to car meets and people will be like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And then, you know, I just tell them the story and how I got it. Won it off the wheel. Decided it was just gonna be something I want to focus on. You know, bring it to meets and shit. And that's about it for that. Across the way here is my first Fudo. I don't know why, but I had a phase where I would buy Fudos and then customize them and then never drive them. This is one of them. This is a rally build Fudo. You see off-road tires, no suspension upgrade. It's got this shit on the front, the headlight covers, whatever this shit is. Oh no, these are actual lights. I'm stupid. You know, it's got all the rally kits on it. And honestly, it drives off-road pretty good. I wouldn't use it in races just because it doesn't compare to the Camacho and other fast off-road vehicles. But other than that, it's a cool car to drive. Across the way here is my Omnis. I got this for free because, again, Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. And this car, dumb fast, acceleration, it's top notch. When I do rally races, I recommend everybody uses this just because it's just so fun to drive and it just handles so well off-road. But the only thing I will give it is that it spins pretty easily if you accelerate too fast. Because if you pull out of a hairpin or some sharp corner too fast, it will whip around. But other than that, it's a great car to drive. And then I'm probably gonna get demonetized for this, but this is a street build Fudo that I have that I threw this stupid fucking anime wrap on it. I got this dumb exhaust on it. It's a meme car, another meme car that I have. Gonna get away from that before I get demonetized or get my video taken down. This next car here is a 9F that I decided I was gonna fuck around with. This was my main sports car, like this was my main car to race in the sports class before I bought that Jester. It is pretty fast, but it just doesn't compete with the Tallies or Jesters or anything like that. So I just decided I was gonna make it something that looked cool. So I put these pretty neat rims on it, made it gray, so it looked kind of nice. Made these side windows chrome just so it had a bit more shine to it. And you know, I think it looks cool, not gonna lie. And the last car that I have is this Fudo. Is a drift build Fudo that I have. I looked up a drift build tutorial for this car, and this car just has the worst handling possible because you're made to like whip it around and, you know, drift it. But other than that, it's a fucking fantastic car. I thought it looks pretty cool. The paint job that I made is decent, and you know, it does its job. It drifts. That's what I built it to do, and that's what it does. If you guys like this, you want to see more solo GTA content, then leave a like, subscribe, you know, watch all my other videos. I make some pretty cool content with my friends. I haven't done many GTA videos because, you know, none of us really are in the mood to play GTA, because when like Casino Heist came out, we just grinded it like, all day, every day. So we're kind of burnt out on GTA a little bit. But if you want to see content from this game, you know, just from me, like I said, leave a like, subscribe, fuck it, hit the fucking bell, you know. I suck at doing outros, you know what, I'll see you later.